So
Like,
let me
was
respond
so
to. I don't
warm.
want
I
to
was
go
like,
back and forth with the other
oh.
stuff. I don't want to go back and forth with the other stuff. I just the reason why I felt that way, OG, because you've been hanging with the ops and they do stuff like that. Outside of that, to get back to the bold type of person, when you say other men can bring something out of them, as black men, the world don't treat us with that type of grace, right? We operate on how the world treat us in real life. And when they say that black women is the least respected and least protected, that's a damn lie. The black man is the least respected, and I don't want us to be protected, but hell, I like to be protected in child support court and in divorce courts. We don't get no protection. We don't get all this softness, right? So most black men, like myself, when I come up here, I talk to. They don't care about your feelings. When I was in jail, they don't care about how you feel. They're gonna tell you the truth. And that's how we was taught. Life in America as black men taught us to be raw. They didn't give a damn about, oh, we got to be caring about your feelings and none of that. That's part why a lot of, instead of calling out black men for being too emotionally avoidant, ask why black men are emotionally avoidant. Most times it's from black women. It's from women that talks and act like both. The moment you start expressing your emotions softly, what you think she gonna call you? Especially when you get upset. Oh, you was crying like a bitch. Oh, why you up there whining? Oh, so they make fun of black women, make fun of your emotions. Only times they want you to be this emotional soft when they get ready to manipulate the situation for you to feel sorry for their ass. OG, I know you getting older. It's like with my aunties and them when they didn't whoop the other kids like they beat the shit out of us. So you getting kind of old, you getting a little soft on them.
Hey, J Pen, I can still whoop your ass. You know that. So don't even start that. I can still whoop your ass. You know that. So don't be talking about that old shit. Don't be talking about that old shit. Don't even think about talking about no old shit, okay? Because you know I still can whoop your ass. So when I get where I can't whoop your ass, then I will get old.
OG and JP. Look at Aaron. I know Aaron haven't said that in a while. Go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, this has been an interesting conversation. Miss Pearl, how you doing? You all right?
I'm wonderful. I was just responding to the chat. I was telling them, thank you so much for the love and the support for holding me down
worries.
when I was just attacked for no reason.
Yeah, you could have been straight.
I'm good.
Miss Pearl, I didn't attack you.
What you say, JP?
I didn't attack you.
Hold on, y'all. Aaron has the floor. Let's let Aaron go ahead and finish.
Yeah, just doing a temperature check on the ladies. Bo, you awake? You alive? You good? You're in the safety of your own home. You dig? But I wanted to ask you a question, though. It kind of was beyond my ability to reason. It seemed like a contradiction of terms when you said a woman that is very well maintained can also be neglected. Can you give me an example of that? Because I can't square that circle.
Okay. And I understand how that can be confusing. So even the best man can neglect their woman. Because like you can't do everything. You can't be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like men have a lot, some of the best men have a lot on their shoulders. You all are taking care of a lot of people. You have family, you have your own family, you have your extended family, you have all of that. And so at some point, you probably will have an area that you neglect about your woman. So even a well taken care of woman can still be neglected a little bit. That's just how relationships go. Like you're not going to have the capacity to do things all the time, to address every issue all the time. So it's not a bad thing. It's just a fact.
Okay. Momentarily. Okay. I interpret it as they can exist at the same time ad infinitum. But you're saying nothing is okay. All right, I got you. That was the only question I had. Thanks, JR.
So I wanted to ask, why is the only
Hold on. We got to order.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. I promise I'm gonna act like I got some sense. OG, listen, you was talking and I'm like, "Aw," and then you was like, even the worst person, and I'm like, "Oh, oh, okay, well that's fine. I'm okay with that."
That wasn't meant for
It's
you.
just no, it's
It was for the
cool.
overall statement, but it wasn't meant for you. Because I know
Everybody
Saint.
called.
I know Saint. So that's
No,
what I
it
was.
was.
That's who I was talking about.
It's all good. I just thought I thought it was funny. But most of the
Okay.
people who
Bad
talk to
timing.
me outside of these panels normally know me to be a tad bit different. But I I usually reserve a lot of my respect for those who are to be respected, who earn that respect, who show their worthiness of respect. And I just wanted to say, hold on. I just wanted to say
Damn, your
that
finger big. My bad. Sorry.
I'm tall. I have long fingers. Shut up.
Yeah, I bet.
I just would like to say that the men on the panel that I have a lot of respect for, Trev, JR, Willie, True, OG, DJ. And I'm just now meeting you, Aaron. And I love the way you engage in conversation from what I've heard. But I just want to say, even though we don't always agree, you all always bring a certain level of respect to the conversation, which helps me engage with you differently. And with JP being up here, it makes me respect you all even more, because even though you all can agree with some of his points, and I'm not saying that he doesn't make any sense at all ever. It just always sounds so
Yeah, I'm the uncle
abrasive.
gonna whoop your ass. I ain't gonna
And
baby
so
you right here.
I want you to shut your homeless ass up. But it makes me, damn, it makes me respect you all even more, because I know that even though you disagree with me on some things, you will at least say it in a very respectful way. So I just wanted to give y'all flowers. And then I'm gonna go to some articles. Damn.
Y'all seen that movie Devil's Advocate when that nigga in court was trying to talk, but the devil was like, "Nah, shut your ass up," because he put that curse on him. Somebody put a root on your ass.
Yeah. Jay Prince say he shot across the screen.
It's the pretzels I was eating. I'm gonna stop eating on.
Who the fuck eat pretzels without drinking water on the side? Like you suicidal? You might as well. You like you eating Popeye's biscuits without no drink.
I don't know how many of y'all raise kids.
But hold on, JP. It's DJ turn.
Oh, okay.
We got an order upstairs. Look up there in the green. Look up there in the green. Look in the
JR
green.
put some order around this motherfucker now.
It's in the green.
Oh man, yo, this is interesting. OG, yeah, I definitely understood what you were saying when you was telling the brother, you know, he was leaving dust around. I tried my best to help out with that situation. I mean, kicking up dust is something that you do when you're moving fast and you're going a lot of different places. It ain't necessarily meaning that you a dusty motherfucker. So hopefully that gets around, but I definitely understood what you were saying. Bo, when I first came on here, I was like, oh Lord, you know, because I seen all the videos. I was like, I don't know how this gonna go, but I can be charming, you know what I'm saying, and I can play the middle of the road and figure out how to, you know, communicate to get what I need to get across, regardless if an answer annoys me. You know, I just got to be patient with it and, you know, smooth it over, and then we can come to a common ground. Jay, nice to meet you, brother. It's the first time I've been on the panel with you. So very, very interesting. I can agree with Willie. You know what I'm saying? We got to check ourselves and have more respect for ourselves if we are only choosing folks that, you know, would be the only used thing in our house. So I definitely agree on that. You got to, if you're going to work hard to get so many different things in your life, you need to make sure that the person that you're going to have with you, even if they are, you know, used, they're going to be to a specific standard to the where they would appreciate it to the utmost. You know what I'm saying? You basically got to get some reciprocation for what you putting out. So yeah, appreciate the convo all the way around, y'all.
I need half of that money from that $1,600 you got, though, Jay Prince. I need $800.
I think we need to start looking at people and judging them based off what we see their results are in life. It's so easy to read people or understand people when you lead with curiosity, and you are able to like look at their place in life where they are. It'll make a lot of their opinions make sense. It'll make their takes on things take sense. It'll make their views, their character, their personality make a lot of sense to you. If you understand like someone's results, anytime that we talk about someone, a lot of the things that we're saying when we're trying to offend someone, or, you know, we're just trying to be funny with someone, or things we're just projecting on them because of something they've said. So since we don't agree with what they're saying, we want to attack them. We want to attack the messenger instead of the argument, because we can't attack the argument oftentimes. But when you look at someone's results of where they are, like where they live, what they do, what they earn, who they are around, who they have access to, who has access to them, it makes it really, really easy for you to understand that person when they don't agree with you. Because someone who's not as educated or in the same circle or social stratosphere as True could have the opinion of Jay Prince, because Jay Prince is of the opinion that, you know, white education school system has been a huge disservice to black people and black men. It's part of what's kept them oppressed, and I can understand where he comes from. But then also, as someone who does have, you know, upper or higher educational degrees, I can see why True also values those as well, because of the doors they open, the things that we are taught, the things that we learn, and the resources that having those degrees gives us access to. But that stems from me understanding their results. I understand what True's results in life are. I talk to True offline. I understand what Jay Prince's results in life are because he shares them. He's funny as shit about how he does it, but he's probably one of the most rawest people we see in the space. As far as he tells the unpretty side and the pretty side, and he's funny about both. But when you start trying to understand someone's results and lead with curiosity, then maybe you can either figure out how to, one, improve yours by leading with curiosity, saying, hey, well, how did you get to where you are? True, how did you get to where you are? Or, you know what I'm saying, for women who want to be feminine and soft, ask Miss Pearl, like, you know, how do you navigate these dating streets? Or understand like what her life is, because you see how she's viewed. If you want to be viewed the way that she's viewed, then have that problem. And you understand that your result is men think I'm a fucking hyena. How can I have men view me the way they view Pearl or Naomi or what was the Savage from earlier? If you understand the result, it's easier for you to get your desired outcome.